Hey everyone, it's Dealer Destro back with another Modern Era G.I. Joe video. And for this video, we are taking a look at another figure from the October Guard Club set back from 2011, I want to say. This particular figure here is the October Guard, codename Iron Bear. And this dude's a beast. This dude is a beast, at least on paper anyway. So that's pretty much, I want to say, his loadout. He's missing some web gear because I took it off because it doesn't work. Like, for whatever reason, they stuck that weird double shoulder harness thing that wraps around the back on him, and it wasn't working. So I took it off just to keep it intact. Anyway, as per the regs, comes with a file card. Hopefully y'all could see all that. I mean, it looks like it's showing good, pretty good. Artwork, phenomenal. Once again, we were presented with more phenomenal artwork for the character, and I dig that. Do want to point out this last bit of business right here. Many years of avoiding attempts on his life from traitorous double agents within the Soviet army, and now he must contend with Destro and his deadly Iron Grenadiers. However, he has learned to stay one step ahead of the enemy and always keep on the move. Now, I don't know about that. This guy here is a pretty formidable adversary from what I understand, all bias aside. So I just wanted to make note. I don't know that this guy is going to be able to contend with him, at least in my Joe-verse. In my Joe-verse, he might end up in a Destro internment camp. But I don't know. That is TBD, ladies and gentlemen. So, anyway, once again, there is that. For your reading pleasure, feel free to pause, get caught up on the backstory. This is a pretty well-written file card. Apparently, dude hoards a lot of war memorabilia, and he keeps it in a secret stash, kind of like some of us with our collections. So, I'm gonna go ahead and kill this. Move this off to the side, and we'll talk loadout. So, he comes with some pretty interesting accessories. Comes with a war hat, and I don't know how good that's showing through on camera, but that looks good. Man, does that look good. So it's cast in brown. It's got this red stripe painted on it, and we know how difficult red is to work with, but then this little gold insignia here is just painted on there phenomenally. Like, this is clean work. This is the caliber of quality that I expect from Brian and his crew. Now, it has been going south. Hopefully this year's Battle Force 2000 set will turn it around. If not, I'll give him a hard time at the show for that, because for what we're paying, it should always look like this, boys and girls. It should always look like this. Anyway, I'm gonna get off my rant box right now. He comes with the same gun that Red Star came with, so it looks like an assault shotgun, maybe with the drum. And I had that plugged in there. I don't know why it's not. Okay, there we go. So there's that. Great line work, great attention to detail, even on the drum right there. You got that line work in there. Looks good. And then he comes with the Sarge staff, which, I mean, we've seen this with the 25th Triple T Sergeant Slaughter. Not sure that we've seen it since. Maybe we have. I don't know. If we have, I apologize. Painted cast in black, tip of silver on the edge there. Looks great. I guess I should have called this out for a horror show too, but we got a nice, I guess, Russian green colored stand with the October Guard description and the code name on there. All right, so let's get to business here. Here he is, and I must say, I don't know that we've seen that head sculpt since, but this looks like this was a new head sculpt at the time, and you got some really nice wash in there to kind of give him that, like, salt and ground brown pepper look, I guess. I don't know what I was going for there, but anyway. Head sculpt looks great. You got these yellow accents on the brown, and these are done clean. Red stripe on the arm, and then again, yellow October Guard symbol, and it is crisp. Like, there is no bleed over here. You got the October Guard star on his belt buckle, applied crisp. The belt is painted black along the sculpt there of the jacket or whatever this is. Leg strap painted great. Gold accents are on there, clean as a whistle. Same on this side. Black straps are painted on great. You got the gold accents for the buckle straps, whatever you want to call them. I kind of have a problem with this. I think we're past this in this day and age. Anytime you give me a holster, it should be fully functional, especially on a figure like this. However, they were still doing it during this time. They still do it. Although, again, I am of the opinion that we're past this. This isn't the 80s anymore. I shouldn't have to use my imagination. I should get a fully functional holster. Anyway, if that's my only gripe, we're doing pretty good. Knee pads are cast in black, and then I don't know if it shows through, how good that shows through on the camera here, but man, so you got this brown that it's cast in, and then you got this darker brown, this kind of deeper brown that breaks it up along the knee pad here, and then again, transition back to light brown, transition back to dark brown. The dark brown strap is painted clean as a whistle, and then you got the boots cast in black. Same on this side. So as far as parts go, this torso has been used by the 25th Snake Eyes, and I want to say maybe the Resolute Duke, not really sure. And then these legs are definitely the Resolute legs that we've seen time and time again. So overall, this figure, this is a great figure. This is a really top-notch figure. Despite that all of this was pretty much been rehashed, I mean, they do stuff to make it like its own thing. Boom, boom, boom. So, and then, you know, I guess we'll give them extra credit for this because yellow is a very hard color to work with. And I mean, look at that. They even got the shirt painted underneath, like a light tan. Like, what more could you ask for at this scale? Like, at this scale, I'm not sure I could ask for much else. Like, they nailed it. Nailed it. Paint apps on this figure are superior. And again, this comes from a point in time where the club was cranking out some quality work. So yeah, so there's that. So we'll go ahead and get him all geared up, and then we'll come back and have a nice little final chat. All right, so here he is with his gear. And I gotta tell you, this is a great looking figure. Do I recommend this figure? I mean, I would say if, you know, all the figures that I'm doing videos of, I mean, unless I express absolute sheer frustration or disappointment or whatever, you know, I'm gonna give these guys a thumbs up. Now, as a collector, depending on when you got into the game, again, I got this off the club website for the MSRP for what they charge, and me personally, that's probably as high as I was willing to pay. I probably wouldn't have paid a cent more. But this guy, these figures, these October Guard figures, they go anywhere from like 80 to 120 bucks. And sometimes you can catch them. I mean, sometimes you can catch them. Sometimes you'll catch one close out around 50, 60 bucks. So it's kind of all over the place. But, you know, if you're an October Guard fan, you know, if this is a gaping hole in your collection, you know, maybe you set aside a weekly allowance or something, $20 a week until you got enough stashed up to, you know, to get one of these, because your only options right now are FeeBay and the boards. And I'll tell you right now, I don't ever see these figures listed for trade on the boards because I kind of scour the boards. I lurk these days. I'm not as active of a poster. I mean, I'm putting my videos up there, but outside of that, I'm not really that active. So yeah. So that's my 2 cents on this guy. Overall, it is a rock solid figure. This is reminiscent of an era when the club was nailing it. I'm talking home run after home run after home run, and hopefully we'll get back to that. You know, hopefully we'll start seeing some of that from them again. But yeah, that's my 2 cents on this figure. So till next time, hope you guys take care and catch y'all on the flip side.